Welcome back to the Nurse Scrub Club. I am your nurse educator, RN Garcia. Today we have a massive topic to cover. We are breaking down the critical differences between diabetic ketoacidosis and hyperosmolar hyperglycemic state. Both are life-threatening emergencies, but they represent two very different physiological crises. Early recognition is everything because it can make all the difference in patient outcomes. It is the key to preventing rapid deterioration and severe complications, such as irreversible organ damage, coma, or even death. It often begins with a critical glucose reading that triggers a cascade of clinical decisions. Remember this: DKA is an acid problem, HHS is a dehydration and hyperosmolar problem. In DKA, or diabetic ketoacidosis, the body has a total or near total lack of insulin. Without insulin, glucose stays stuck in the blood, and the cells are literally starving for energy. So the body switches to plan B. It starts breaking down fat for fuel. But there's a catch. This fat breakdown produces ketones, which are acidic. As they flood the blood, the pH drops. This is metabolic acidosis. The body is literally becoming too acidic to function. To compensate, the body uses small respirations, deep, rapid breaths to blow off CO2. This isn't just fast breathing, it's a desperate attempt to fix the blood's acid-base balance. You'll also smell a fruity, acetone odor on their breath. Those are the ketones escaping. Ketones also irritate the GI tract, causing nausea, vomiting, and often severe abdominal pain. In nursing school, remember, DKA equals dehydration, ketones, and acidosis. Now for HHS, the glucose levels here are much higher, often exceeding 600 or even 1000. All that sugar creates a thick blood environment that pulls water right out of the body's tissues. This results in profound dehydration. The volume loss in HHS is typically much worse than DKA. The patient is severely hyperosmolar. Think of it as the body being dangerously concentrated. Because the brain cells are being dehydrated, mental status changes are the dominant sign. Expect confusion, extreme lethargy, or even seizures as the osmolality rises. Crucially, in HHS, there is just enough insulin to prevent fat breakdown, so no ketones. No ketones means no acidosis. The problem here isn't acid, it's pure, extreme dehydration. Let's recap. For DKA, watch for the classic 3 Ps, vomiting and abdominal pain. And look for that deep breathing and sweet-smelling breath. These are your red flags. For HHS, look for extreme thirst and profound worsening confusion. It's often a slower onset. The sugar levels are astronomical, and the neurological changes are much more severe. What triggers these? Infection is the #1 cause for both. Sepsis is a common culprit. Other stressors like a heart attack, stroke, or even certain medications like steroids can trigger it. For patients, stopping insulin when you're sick is a very dangerous mistake. Always follow your sick day rules. Treatment begins with aggressive fluid resuscitation. We have to fill the tank back up. We start with isotonic saline to restore blood pressure and perfusion to the kidneys. Next is IV regular insulin, but we don't just slam it, we lower the sugar gradually. If the sugar drops too fast, the brain can swell. That's cerebral edema, slow and steady wins. And watch the potassium. Insulin drives potassium into the cells, which can cause levels to crash. If potassium is low, we must replace it before or during insulin therapy to protect the heart. Hourly monitoring is mandatory, vitals, neurochecks, and accurate intake and output. We check blood sugars every hour and labs every 2 to 4 hours until the crisis is over. Now pay attention to the danger zone. These are your call the provider moments. Hypotension, persistent vomiting, or new confusion mean the patient is losing the battle. Seizures, chest pain, or a sudden drop in urine output are absolute emergencies. Escalate care immediately. Let's put it into practice. A 24-year-old with type 1 has been vomiting and is now breathing deep and fast. That's your classic DKA. They need insulin, fluids, and close electrolyte monitoring. Now, a 78-year-old with type 2 has a UTI and hasn't been drinking. They are barely oriented. That's HHS. They need massive fluid resuscitation and very careful neurological monitoring. For families, remember, don't wait. If your loved one is confused or can't keep fluids down, call 911. Always stay hydrated during illness and check those sugars more often than usual. Prevention is key. Time for a mini quiz. Which condition is associated with small respirations? A, DKA, or B, HHS? Think fast. The answer is A, DKA. The body breathes deep to blow off the acid produced by ketones. Next one, which condition features blood glucose levels that are often over 600 or even 1000? That's B, HHS. The hyperosmolarity comes from those astronomical sugar levels. To wrap up, DKA is about the acid crisis. HHS is about the fluid crisis. Both are true medical emergencies. Recognize the signs, act fast, and you can truly save a life. You've got this. Thanks for joining us at the Nurse Scrub Club. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more clinical pearls. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.